What's up guys, and today I'll be taking you through this week's Nightfall, which is Phogoth. Modifier for this week is Arc. Angry, which is Minions of the Dark won't flinch. There's Epic, which is those shields that are a pain in the ass. There's Light Switch, which means Minions of the Dark, they deal a lot of melee damage, so don't get anywhere near them. And Nightfall, which of course, you all die, you get sent back to orbit. And we're doing it solo, so yeah, that's kind of hard. So of course, what you're gonna kind of want to do is you're gonna stop by Eris Morn to pick up that 3 motes of light thing. It's just extra motes. I mean, I got a lot as it is, but you know, more is good. For this week's Nightfall, I will be using the Fang of Air Ute because it is Arc, of course. I will be using Icebreaker because you gotta have an exotic, but I'm not using an Arc exotic because one, Icebreaker has unlimited ammo, and I really don't want to go out and go for these little ammo boxes because I might actually die. And for my heavy, I will be using the Song of Air Ute. Some of you may not have it, so just get pretty much any Arc heavy will work. I just use the heavy machine gun because that's really all I have, because I don't have a lot of launchers that are Arc. This is very rare. Of course, this isn't a tutorial just for Arc, this is for anything. I just recommend you use Icebreaker for any burn at all. Into the Nightfall. Once you get there, get on your nice little Sparrow, whatever it is, speed over, go straight down, stop at the doorway. Don't go any further. Don't go in there. Don't be that person. No, you can't. This is Arc, and half the enemies in there shoot Arc. So take them out nice and slow. Just start peeking around the corner. There's 2 knights. One's hollowed, one's not. One's ascendant, which doesn't really matter. Once you've taken out the 2 knights and the wizard, and the wizard's shield is solar, so this is why I told you to bring that Icebreaker, just to get it out a little bit easier. Once you've taken that, you're gonna go down the steps, even though you haven't really noticed that there's steps, they look more like a ramp. And you'll be in this big room where all the 3 waves come. Just start it up, put your little ghost guy over there, you can fall back to the doorway, and usually this first wave isn't really that difficult. I mean, it's all the thrall running at you. Once you kill all the thrall, however, the second part of that wave, there are quite a bit of knights. I don't know the exact number, but make sure that you do not get shot. So stay in this doorway, start peeking around the corner, because if anything, I think 3 good hits on you, or even 2 would actually kill you. So definitely proceed with caution through this part. I usually just kind of took 1 or 2 out at a time. I didn't really want to be aggressive, I kind of made them come to me. Their AI is pretty much designed so that they'll pick the easiest way to get to you. So when you're hiding back behind that doorway, they will get in that little area to the left behind that wall. So you're just going to want to come out and move back. So they'll come around the corner and you shoot them. This may take a while depending on how aggressive or stupid your knights are. Once that is done, you'll be on the second wave. I think maybe the first or the second, whichever one in the top left. And all the acolytes will be coming down. Now these acolytes are no problem at all. They shoot void, and this of course is Arc. If it's void burn, be careful. I don't think there are any knights. If anything, the knights that come out are actually melee knights. They hold the sword. And I think there are 2 wizards. One is not hollowed, and the other one is. So either use your Icebreaker or whatever gun. If it's solar, you'll have no problem at all. But this week is Arc, so I'm going to stick with that. Take those wizards out because they shoot Arc, and that's a pain in the ass. They'll kill you really fast, and you don't want to start over because the reason why I'm giving this tutorial is to save time. Once you've taken those out, it should say you're on the next wave. Now this wave, you do know that this is where the wizard spawns that you need to kill, the one that's not just hollowed wizard, it actually has a name. And the only problem that I had with this was just listen to the story and watch as it happened. So this wave for me took a very long time. I don't know why. This whole entire run actually took about 30 minutes because of this part right here. I was waiting for the wizards to spawn, and the people that were spawning on the second or last wave, they were sticking above on the area, and I was playing very passively because I did not want to die, so I kind of stood back and waited for them to come to me. They don't really come to you, and I always had that thought in the back of my mind saying, what if the wizards come out? And sure enough, yes, they came out. My heartbeat raised a lot, and I nearly shit myself. So I sprinted back. I don't remember if I lost a lot of health, but maybe if you could see that. But oh man, I ran as fast as I could. I pretty much broke my left analog stick because I was pressing down on it to run very hard. Yeah, once they follow you into the room, they will not pass through that door, so run all the way back there. And they will shoot you, but they will not go through. So I just took out my light machine gun and just lit them up. Shot my Icebreaker a couple times because that was solar and took out their shields, and continued on my Fang of Air Ute. Finish them off. That took a couple bit of times. Of course, I don't think you're going to kill all 4 of them in one go. So they will fall back to where they were before, back of that little corner behind the wall. And when they do that, don't go looking for them because they will come out very quickly. So you just want to go to the doorway, kind of sit there for maybe like 1 or 2 seconds, maybe go a little bit further, and just run all the way back because they will follow you no matter what. And once you get to the end, you'll probably only get hit once. Usually you don't want to get hit, but you know, this is fucking Nightfall. And so you just rinse and repeat until all 4 of them are gone. Make sure you count them because at one point I did not know how many of them I killed. One of them I couldn't see if I killed it or not, but it actually had not a lot of health, so when I did see it, it kind of scared me again. Now once all 4 of those wizards are gone, usually the ghost says, alright, it's cleared, you can go ahead, I opened the door, but for some reason it didn't, so I know there's a knight, and this knight kind of just sucks because he sticks up there. So if it hasn't opened the door yet, kill him. If it did, just run to the next part. The next part, of course, I was pretty sure that you all have done. Take this part just nice and slow. Take out the ogre, take out the knight. If you stick back in the tunnel, the knight won't shoot on you and the ogre doesn't even realize you're there. He's a fucking idiot. The thrall do. This is light switch, so make sure they don't get close. It's pretty much the one-shot headshot no matter what gun you're using. There is one cursed thrall that is hollowed, so yeah, they don't really run at you at a certain distance. Just take it out nice and easy. And go on to the next part. This part actually was probably the biggest pain in the ass. Of course, you're going to want to take it slow. Usually I run through this if I were in a 3-man Nightfall, but of course doing a solo. So once you killed all the acolytes, the thrall, and the wizard, then you're going to move on to the hallowed knight part. But unfortunately, the hallowed knights aren't really the issue. It's whilst you're killing them, the ships behind you drop in enemies that you usually don't really think of. But unfortunately, they actually do some damage because it is Arc. Now when they do drop, just take them all out. They only spawn once, which is such a relief. And then once you killed all of them, they're going to work on the Hallowed Knights. Now be careful because these Knights actually have good accuracy and they will hit you from a distance. And of course this is Arc, so hitting me 3 times would probably kill me. So I kind of peek around this little rock right here, picking them off. And sometimes they show their faces, sometimes they don't. But anyways, just keep shooting at them once in a while. You will kill them. You may be a little bit aggressive sometimes. Throw a grenade, maybe a rocket launcher, sacrifice one of those. And sure enough, you'll eventually kill them. Keep in mind that it is a darkness zone there, and you will restart if you die. Once you enter Phogoth's room, you'll want to take out your rocket launcher if you have any ammo left, maybe your light machine gun if you have that, and just light them up. Just keep shooting at them. When you're shooting at them, make sure you look to the left and shoot those little guys on the top. They do have boomers, so those things will probably do a lot of damage to you. If it is Arc, take them out. That's this week, so yeah. As you all probably do know that the Shrieker spawns right in that room, so when the Shrieker does spawn, just go back behind the wall and wait for it to despawn. Don't poke your head out because the Shrieker, if it is Void Burn, will kill you one shot, maybe, I don't know, probably 2. And the Hollowed Knights and Hollowed Wizards do spawn in that little doorway to prevent anyone from being back there, but they haven't really fixed that. So just wait for them to despawn. Now keep this doing over and over again, and once you get them down to probably about 1/4 health, a ship is going to spawn, and the ship is going to drop a bunch of Hollowed Knights, boomers, and that is quite the pain. I didn't really expect it when I was playing, so I was moving on, just getting a little bit, poke my head out a little longer. If you don't poke your head out long enough, sometimes, and you go back behind the door, the Shrieker won't spawn, so you can just keep doing it. It's almost like you set on a timer. So when you go behind that door way back there, it resets the timer, and you can just do it all over again. If you crouch in this little position where I am now, you can shoot Phogoth from there if he's walking to the left. And this part comes in handy because when the Hollowed Knights do show up, which they probably will, you're going to want to go there because the Hollowed Knights seem to be in a great position because of all the walls behind you. They get a lot of backsplash, and you don't really want that. So if they're stuck behind the door and you can't really shoot them, every single time you poke your head out, you get absolutely destroyed. Just come to this little spot and just shoot at them a little bit. This actually did take the longest time for me, and it's probably take the longest time for you because these things will kill you, and who wants to restart? I mean, no one wants to restart a Nightfall at the end, especially when he's down to the health that he is now. But anyways, sooner or later you will kill them, whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then you can move on to just killing Phogoth again. Just keep doing what you're doing before. If you run out of ammo, which you probably will, don't go out and get the ammo boxes unless you are 100% certain and you're willing to take that risk. I did not, so that's why I brought my icebreaker. Bringing the icebreaker allowed me to shoot in that little corner a limited amount of times, and of course hitting him in the heart usually deals about 2,000, maybe 3,000 damage, which is pretty good as it is. And my scout rifle, the Fang of Ute with Arc, it probably did about maybe 1,000, 2,000, so it was pretty good. Icebreaker is good for pretty much any burn. Just finished off Phogoth. And that is how you do Nightfall solo. I did do this in my first try. It did take 30 minutes, but that is because some parts were just not agreeing with me. I don't know if they're going to work for you. Honestly, every game's different. But of course, if you follow this guideline, I'm pretty sure you'll get it solo. Fortunately for me, I only got a legendary hand cannon, the Venation from Dead Orbit, which is, you know, it's not bad. It's not good. It's like Timur Slash, but I'm not going to use that. But anyway, guys, I hope I've helped you out. That's all there really is to it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.